A few weeks back now, we took a look at the Atari Collection number 1, Arcade's Greatest Hits on the Saturn. But did you know that there was actually another Arcade's Greatest Hits game released on the Saturn? And no, it wasn't the Atari Collection number 2. Sadly, that one only hit the PlayStation. No, I'm actually talking about Williams Arcade's Greatest Hits. On this particular collection, you get 6 classic Williams games, including Bubbles, Defender, Defender 2, Joust, Robotron 2084, and Sinistar. These are all classic games, well, for the most part anyway. I had never actually played Bubbles before playing this compilation back in the mid-90s. I will admit, it sure looks nice and animates beautifully considering it was released in 1982. As the last time, I invited my young cousin over to play so he could experience these games for the very first time, and I could immortalize his lackluster skills forever here on YouTube. What's funny though is that he wanted to actually come back about a week or so after I recorded this footage because he enjoyed this set of games so much more than the Atari ones, and I thought that was really interesting. So in a nutshell, each of these games really are classics. Bubbles may animate beautifully, but the gameplay is kind of dullish. You're a bubble moving around the sink, and after cleaning some of the dirt, you're granted access down the drain to the next level. It's that simple. Defender and Defender 2 are classics that really don't need much explanation. You move your ship around, taking out aliens, and rescue your comrades. Defender 2 introduced portals, but outside that, the games are very similar and fun. What made Defender so special was the scrolling screen and the breakneck pace of the game, both holding up really well today. Joust is, well, Joust. I'm not sure what I can say that hasn't been said a million times before. It's an incredible game that holds up really well, and my cousin actually spent over an hour playing it. Yes, it has floaty controls, but that's part of the charm. Sinistar is just as punishing today as it was back in 1983, and Robotron remains extremely challenging but incredibly fun as you blast everything in your path to rescue as many people as you can before moving on to the next stage. These 6 games are all fun in their own right, and for the most part they actually hold up much better than the Atari ones do. You can clearly see the evolution in these games compared to the Atari collection. These games are slowly leading to what would become modern gaming staples. The Williams collection on the Saturn isn't too expensive, but it can be difficult to find sometimes. eBay seems to go through spurts where it's commonly available, and then you'll go months without seeing it pop up. When it does show up, it often goes for around $20 to $35 depending on the condition. Naturally, this depends on when you're watching this video, as the prices of Saturn games continue to climb. If you're interested in this wonderful collection and emulation perfect ports of 6 classic Williams games, go ahead and pick this one up.